Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome back. It's been busy. Busy for the past couple of weeks. I got a couple more finishes in. Actually, I have 3 to show this time. They're on my list of what I wanted to finish before the end of the year. There was one that was on my definite one to finish list, but I didn't get that one done. But it's okay. It's all good. I still got a lot done. I'm happy with my progress and my finishes and stuff, so we're good. I have some stuff. Hopefully it won't be so long because I have the finishes and only worked on one other thing since then, so we're good, right? Today is January 1st. It is True New Year's, and I did watch some of the Mummers Parade. If you don't know what that is, definitely take a look for it on Google or PHL17. I think it's phl17.com/live. They had the Mummers Parade live, and you could probably do a Google for it. It's MUMMERS. For those in the Philly area, or there's a bunch that are not from Pennsylvania or Philly that come every year, every New Year's. It's an annual New Year parade, and regular people make costumes and they get together. They have clubs and they get out there and they dance, and it's either recorded music or there's the string bands are pretty famous. It's pretty famous for the string bands, and they put on these great performances. There's lots of bling, there's glitter, there's satin, there's lots and lots of mirrors, little tiny cup mirrors and jewels, and just if it flashes and looks great and bright, it's being used. Feathers galore. I did it for years, and every New Year's I get homesick when I'm watching it. I really do miss it. It's a labor of love. Blood, sweat, and tears go into every costume, and lots of money. So let me write myself a note. I'll put a link below. I mean, it's a parade that's been going on for over 100 years now. I think it's about 110 or so. So it's not new. It's definitely a long time tradition. I grew up with it, going to the parade every year. So I got to watch some of that, and I was happy and doing my little mummer strut in the living room, because if you know anything about mummers, you know as soon as you start hearing a string band, all of a sudden your feet start moving. It's like listening to Latin music. All of a sudden your feet have to start moving. So I did do my New Year New Start starting at, well, technically 1 o'clock in the morning because I'm in the East Coast, but the Magical Stitches started at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, midnight Central, and so I did get my new start in. I got my first stitches in, and I need to work on the homework. It's a whole new thing. They're doing a Disney theme, so I did my 125. Actually, I ended up doing 217 stitches, and that is the one whip I didn't leave out, did I? It's right here. Phew! I knew I was forgetting something. Anyway, I had a new start for the new year, and I got 217 stitches in, which covered one of the things that was going on, plus a couple of other things that are going on. Later on, I need to start on Aqua City, and I'll show you that in a bit. So let's get started with my finishes. Let's start with the finish. How about that? We finished the year, let's start with the finishes. I was able to finish No Place Like Home. This Mary Englebright. I think this was my oldest whip. It's got to be like from 2005, so 15 years later it is done. I had some French knots and some straight stitches to do. Was able to get that done last week, and I'm pretty happy with it. I did wash it. A lot of the staining came out from over here. I haven't ironed it yet though, so if you see, yeah, so a lot of that staining did come out. I think it's going to look fine once it gets framed. I'm pretty sure it's going to be just fine. So I'll get that ironed so I can get it hung up until I find a frame that fits. My next one that I finished By the way, that's not fancy. It's on, I think, 18 count Ada with the DMC that was called for. And if you like that, and it's in the it's in a Mary Engelbreit book, and you could probably get it on Amazon or eBay or something. My next one is my squid. I finished my squid. These squid were stitched on, and I have a card here. I started this in March. I finished it just less than a week ago. I stitched it on 28 count Spring Garden Lugana from Silk Weaver, and I used Rami Creations threads. Her tags are a little thin, so what I did for my extras was I made a little thread drop and just taped the tag on there. And I used River Rock for the gray and Dark Shadow for the green. And I think the gray was at least 2.5 skeins, and at least 1.5 skeins for the green, if you're looking at getting something. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Now I just need to find a 12 by 12 frame. I was looking at Michael's for a 12 by 12, but they had them buy one get one free, and I'd rather just get one at half off instead of buy one get one free. So I'll find something. I will find something. That also needs to. I haven't pulled out the iron. I haven't had room on my table because I've been getting stuff done. That needs to be put away. Okay. And my last finish for the year was my 11s. I am so happy with how this turned out. If you remember, or if you've watched my previous videos, you know it took me months to find the fabric that was going to be perfect for this. I must have bought about 4 or 5 fabrics, and I was going through, nothing worked. Went through my fabric, and I had this in there the whole time. This is 35 count Witch's Brew with no black from Dames of the Needle. I'm pretty sure you can find it on her Etsy if she doesn't have it in stock. I don't think she does the 35 count all the time. It might be 36 or 32, but it'll work with 36 or 32, by the way. If she doesn't have it, message her. She'll make it. And you have to make sure she knows no black if you like it like this. Otherwise, it's going to have these blue-black splotches on it. But I did this with Carriage Black from Gentle Arts and the Witch's Brew fabric, and I'm really happy with this. I think I want to sort of cut it wonky and fray some of the edges and put it on a plank type board. I know they have some usually at like Hobby Lobby and stuff like that. I just have to get the measurements and look for something. I'll find something. I know I will. I always do, right? Just takes me a little bit. Alright, my next thing would be what I worked on. What else did I work on? I ended up putting in some stitches on, this was the other one that I wanted to get done for the end of the year. Obviously that didn't happen. He's not half done yet. There's a lot of stitches in there, and this is 26 count fabric from Zweigert. It's got this silver in it, and I'm going over 2, so I'm using 3 threads, and I'm just using DMC. He's going to be cute. It's Swoop. He's got a little helmet on, running with the ball. Swoop is the Philadelphia Eagles mascot, and I'm going to do him in the old school Kelly green. This is the one I restarted, so this will get done. It's in to be stitched on for some of my challenges that I have coming up, so he's going to get worked on. The other thing that I did work on is the one that I forgot to pull out. I started this for the new year, new start. It's called A Bee Comes. I'm going to show you. So the picture I printed out is a little washed out, but the original's in the plastic, so you'll have glare. But this is basically what it is. It's from Lila's Studio, and you're more than welcome to start this and sell it with me. Seaweed Otter from Instagram and I have decided we were going to do this start in January. We forgot. Good thing I put it in my calendar, because it came up as a pop-out reminder, and I messaged her and she said yeah, she still wanted to do it. So it's going to be hashtag, I think I put a bee comes, but I've got to change it because it's the bee comes. So it's going to be hashtag the bee comes, and I'll have that for my Instagram hashtag. I gotta write myself a note to change it. I've been calling it a bee for, I don't know, since I decided I was going to stitch it. And so I started that last night to get in the initial 125 stitches for the transportation portion of the new magical stitches. And I finished a little bee. Now he's still got some honeycomb outlines to go around him, but he's really cute. I'm using 32 count doubloon. It's either 32 or 36. I think it's 32 count doubloon from Picture This Plus. And I'm not using the called for colors. I am using, let me pull those out real quick. I'm using Carriage Black for the black. I'm using B5200 for the white. And then I went through and I picked out some threads. Some are dead threads, some are Victoria Motto, some are General Arts, and I think I might have had 2 called for colors. So these are the colors that I've decided to use on it because they go well with the fabric. And of course I had to put a little bee needle minder to match my little bee chart. Alright, I'm just going to put this all away so it doesn't get lost. Because I finished some stuff, I was able to take some of my New Start stuff out of those plastic bags and put them in a project bag or two that I had lying around. So, with everything that's coming up right now, planners are the thing. Happy planners are a big thing, and everybody's been talking about the Happy Planner. Everybody's been doing stuff in the Happy Planner, and I don't have a Happy Planner. I have what I have now dubbed the Moderately Jovial Planner, although it might not be ecstatically happy. And this was a journal that my friend Diana gave me. Well, I happened to be in Michael's yesterday, and I wasn't going to get it because they didn't have a theme that I liked, but they had all the Happy Planners for 50% off. And I didn't want a big one, so I almost didn't get it. Twice I almost walked by, but then I found this one. I now have a Happy Planner and a Moderately Jovial Planner and some stitch counts. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to lay everything out, but I do think I want to put what I had done, what I need to get done, stuff like that in there. I'll figure it out because I had already started writing stuff in this one, and there's some spreadsheets out there. So I need to sort of rethink how I'm going to write everything and document everything, because there's so many things that you need to stitch for different challenges. I don't want to try to, I want to get, if I'm stitching, I want it to count. I want my points for it. Today I am also going to participate. After I'm done this, I'm going to get to stitching again, and I'm going to participate in Sick in the Hade, which is an event that's going on today with the Stitchers Coven. Excuse me. So I decided, since I need to do Aqua City for one of my challenges, either in Sane or Magical Stitches, I decided Aqua City was one of them, and I think Aqua City is part of my longest whip, which is, you have to stitch on your longest whip. There's 5 different prompts for the Around the World challenge on Semi-Sane, which I'm going to try to accomplish. You have to stitch 5,000 stitches in the month. Out of those stitches, you can stitch on anything, but there's 5 prompts, and you have to do at least 3 of them. So I chose, and I have it written down, Aqua City is my longest because you have to go by themes that they chose. So longest is Aqua City. I need to put 1,000 stitches in here. So that's going to be that. I'll start that. I also have it written down in the Moderately Jovial. One Nation, something with stars. So One Nation is going to get 1,000 stitches in it. I want to get that done this year. I have to stitch on something that has an animal that's found in China. Animal Magnetism has a tiger, and tigers are in China. Boom. There goes 3 different prompts. I can do 1,000 stitches each. And those are all things that I want to get some good progress on. That's good. The alphabet soup, I also joined in Sane. Basically, it's a 2-week progress. You have to stitch on something where the design either starts with the letter of the alphabet that's prompted for that time, or the first or last name of the designer or the design company, i.e. Animal Magnetism A. I have to stitch 1,000 stitches anyway on it, so I'm going to try to get in Animal Magnetism for the first 2 weeks and show my before and after to get A. For B, which is on the 15th, from the 15th to the 28th, I'm going to do Beggar's Fourth, which is from Threadwork Primitives. And then for the 29th, which is still January but ends in February, is going to be C, and I'm going to stitch on Christmas Eve Ride. With those, you don't have to count, you just have to show progress, so that's fine. I'll get done what I can get done. I have 200 stitches to do for Magical Stitches, and I chose the prompt of a cheerleader. It was something about personalities and a cheerleader. So the Eagles piece that I'm doing, Swoop is technically a cheerleader. He's a mascot. He cheers for the team. He is getting 200 stitches in. So that's that homework for the week. And like I said, with all these planners and papers and stuff, I just have to figure out what's going to work best for me. I haven't found my easy medium. Purchases and gifts that I've received. I did purchase 2 charts. They're on Etsy. I did not print them out. I'm not going to be able to show them this time. I'll print them out and show them another time. They're really cool, and I forget the name of the company, but it's like a silhouette and then a theme inside of it. And I bought one that's Doctor Who, and one that's the Wicked Witch of the West, which has a obvious Oz theme on the inside. I saw it on the Stitchers Coven, so I had to go ahead and get them, and they were pretty inexpensive. They're instant downloads from Etsy. Like I said, I'll get those printed out and show them another time because I just don't have them on that phone. My other purchase was my thread of the month that I received right after I did my last video. And those come from Victoria Motto Sampler. And it looks like she went with a Christmassy theme for December. I went with the any color instead of the, remember I changed out, so this is good because you're still sort of getting some prim colors in there anyway. So it's a good, really liking those. That red's really nice. And it's going to be Holiday Spruce is the green, Santa's New Suit, Essential Nutmeg, Rock Cliffs, that's pretty cool gray, Perfect Antique Rose, some mauve color, and Brown Quaker. Brown Quaker. It's a pretty rich milk chocolatey brown. And then I received some stuff in the mail. A while ago, I had asked a friend of mine if she could knit me some socks, because I don't knit. I crochet, I don't knit. Oh, that's another thing that I worked on. I'll show you in a minute. And I asked her for 1 pair, and I get a package in the mail, and she said, sorry it took so long, and she sent me 4 pairs. You're only going to see 3, because I've already worn a pair when it was cold, and these were lovely. They were nice and warm, and they fit great, and I'm in love with them. So, Frank's jealous. He wants a pair. He's not getting any. I got shorty socks because I am in Florida. I usually don't wear long socks, but I just need something to keep my feet warm. And this was the original color. I think this was the no, I wore the original color, I think, that I asked for. This was, I bought her yarn and then for her to use, but no, she decided to make socks for me out of it. And then these ones remind me of a sweater, an old Nantucket sweater. Love it. And then these brown ones. I love these too. Thank you so much. This is from Lizzie Knits on Instagram. And she also cross stitches, by the way. She knows I love them. I also received a great package from Switzerland. My friend Frosty X Stitch. She's on Frosty X Stitch on Flosstube and on Instagram and any other place that you need a special screen name. Dawn, she sent me this great card and a very unexpected package. I had no clue I was getting a package. Now there's two things that I'm not showing. One is a set of placemats. They're coffee placemats. They're great. They're on the table. And then there's the cup. She got me a great little coffee cup. And it's actually in the dream board because I used it. And I love it. She also made me a cross stitch. It says make mine a pint. And she knows I'd go for a pint of coffee anytime. She put it in this frame. I think that's great. I'm going to find a place to put this up. She put a little tag on the back. I love it. She also added these great little bee pins, these little decorative pins. These are handmade in Canada by Carol Davidson. Pincushioncrazy.etsy.com. I think those are absolutely adorable. And I have some pin cushions. And she sent me this great kit. It's a 3D watermelon, if you can't see it. It's realless. It is the wool type thread, and it has all the stuff to make that watermelon. And I think a couple of those bees sticking out of it will look really cute too. Loving that. And then she sent me chocolate. Sent me 2 chocolate bars. One was 85%. The other one was 78%. And I got to taste one piece of the 78%, but Haley and her friend were over, and Frank, and it's gone. It was delicious. They didn't like this one as much, which is fine, because I liked it just fine, and that meant more for me. Thank you so much, Dawn. I loved everything. It was very unexpected. Very unexpected. And I also received a cute little package of this little bag. Candace, Slub Lover Stitches, made this little bag out of tissue paper, and she sent the... I know that there's a few people that got them. A couple of the silicone... thread peels. That's what they're called. They go and hold back your fabric on your Q snaps. Or they go around bobbins. That's what they're actually made for thread bobbins. She sent 2 of those and an erasable highlighter. And she knows me, so she sent me a skein of Cupid. And then she added some little doodads to it. She had a couple hooks, which I can use. I always use stuff like that. And these couple of little clips, which I'm going to put with my clips, because I use those to make my bags all the time. I have a little box that I keep my clips in. And she also made the little matchbook thing and put a safety pin and a couple of stitch needles in there. They look like they're 28s. They're pretty thin. And the cutest little stickers. Look at these. I need to find someplace strategic to put these little elf heads. You know, have you seen where people put googly eyes on the weirdest things on pictures and stuff? That's what these belong on. These belong on something obscure to give it this. I'm going to find something. I told her I'm going to find something to put that on. That is too adorable. let me see. Okay, I just want to get all this together so I can get my stuff put away after this and I can get the stitching. I had the hardest time finding vinyl. They've been out of vinyl for a couple of months now, and I've been looking. The other day, yesterday, ha ha ha. New Year's Eve, we just went out to the coast. It was Frank and I, and we just wanted to get out of town, so we went over the coast, and it was a beautiful day. And we went putzing around. We got dinner at Culver's. Oh, if you don't have a Culver's, oh, what are you missing out? Their fish is so good. We went to Culver's for dinner, and I don't know, we went to a couple places. One of the places we ended up was Michael's, and I bought, the box is over there. I bought a box, a Christmas box. It's like 75% off, and a couple other things. And then we went to the Walmart that's down there, which isn't a Walmart we usually don't go to. Now, this is like my 5th trip to a Walmart, 3rd different one, and I found the vinyl. They had just put it out. It was a whole 12-yard roll of vinyl, and I bought the whole thing. I said, just put it back in the box. Don't even cut it. Just put it back in the box. I'm taking the whole thing. Now I can get back to making bags. So, got that, and then I have 2 more things. Don't go away yet, because I do have something at the end. I got my Christmas cards. Look how cute that is. That is from, that's from Amy. Amy DeVille. I love snowmen. Matter of fact, most of the time when I buy cards this year, I didn't feel the card thing. Sorry. It just wasn't doing it for me this year. Usually I am all about at least sending a card, and I just couldn't this year. But I usually buy snowmen. This one is from April. And then we've got one from Amy Loves Toads. And I got this pretty one from Candy. Hi, Candy. I got your card, thank you. I love those doves. I got this funny one from my friend Teal. Hi, Teal. Oh my goodness, I cracked up. And this reminds me of the Christmas Story, when that kid gets his tongue stuck to the pole. And then I received one from a friend of mine that's not on Flosstube, YouTube, or anything like that, but she sent me this cute one. And then last but not least, boom! I got the card from Pam and Steph with the big giant wooden shoes. Which great stuff. Love that. I still have their other card with their big mailbox. So that was my Christmas cards. That was my gifts. I loved absolutely everything. Thank you so much. My Christmas was fine. We had a nice quiet Christmas. I made, what did I make? I made a turkey breast and mashed potatoes and stuffing, and we had this great little dinner, and it was great. And we got to relax. Loved it. So I also had a milestone. Actually, I had it right before my last video, but then it went away and came back. What I'm talking about is I made it to 1,000 subscribers. I made it to 1,000 subscribers, and I said something on Instagram, and I guess a couple people just wanted to try to burst my bubble. It didn't work, by the way. How about that? And 2 people unsubscribed after I'd said I made 1,000, so whatever. And they're missing out, not me. And I didn't make any announcement for last video. But this time, I am well over 1,000, because it went to 1,000.2, and I didn't look for this exact number, whatever, it's over 1,000, and I'm very surprised. I didn't know I was going to make it that much, and I know every milestone I say the same thing. It's still the same. Oh my god. So, yeah, I had to have the Philly cup for New Year's because Philly mummers, Happy New Year. So I was thinking about what I wanted to do for a giveaway. And I've decided that I really don't know. I started putting some stuff together, and I think there's going to be more stuff. So, what I want to do is I want to do a giveaway for 1,000 subscribers. I am going to give this bag away. I know it's a Christmas bag, but people do Christmas stuff all year long. That's what I was told. And it's a really cute bag. It says, Holly Jolly, have a Holly Jolly Christmas. Has the candy on it. I still need to make the zipper pull for it, but I need to do some beading anyway. So that'll be done. And on there, this bag, it's going to have the zipper pull. I am also going to make a matching scissor fob to go with it. And I'm going to add these needle minders. All those are going to go with it. And I'll probably add something else. Maybe some floss, maybe some, I don't know. I have random things all over the place, so something else will probably go in there. But that's what that's going to be. For the giveaway, if you would like to be entered, be a subscriber. I mean, this is for subscribers, right? So if you're not a subscriber, then you don't get to play. Over 18, please be willing to give me your address, or else I can't send it and you don't get it. And don't say giveaway, because again, I don't want some rando getting stuff that they don't deserve. So, what do you need to say? I would love to know how you found me. I mean, there's 1,000 of you out there. How'd you find me? Do you remember how you found me? I'm just curious. Just curious how you found me. And, also, if you can or can't remember how you found me, that's fine. But also, if you have any suggestions, things I can change or something, let me know. I don't mind some constructive criticism or some ideas. I'll take it and run, you know. And I always give credit where credit's due, so I think that's it. And I will do the drawing at my next video, which should be January 15th, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that then 2 weeks from now? Yep, that's going to be on the 15th, so I will do the drawing. It'll be a random comment picker thing, you know, that doohickey from YouTube. We'll do that, and that's all I got. I'm going through my stuff. I have, oh, a couple more things I'm going to restart. On the 10th, there's Connie G's sale. She is Connie G Design, G-E-E Designs. She has a Facebook page. She also has an Etsy shop. And I do believe I put her, in my last video, I put her link below. If I remember, I'll do it again. She has a sale going on 10th. Also, there's the Joni's Artisy sale going on at Virtual Stitchers on the 15th. We're all starting our Artisy design, and if you don't own one, they have plenty of freebies. Artisy has a Facebook group. They also have freebies on their site that they refresh roughly about twice a month. So feel free to join in on those. It's going to be hashtag the bee comes, hashtag Connie G Sal. I think it's CONNIEGEESAL, and then it's hashtag Joni's Artisy Sal. So join in with us. And let me know if there's any sales you think some of my stuff will fit into. I'll throw a hashtag on it. Why not? I hope you guys had a wonderful new year. And if you do resolutions, good luck with that. I don't. So, you know, I just do me. You do you, I do me. And I just hope everybody has a great new year and it's better than the last. How about that? Don't forget, don't let anybody steal your sunshine. Bye.